Hey guys, it's Abby with the Bead Place, and today you're going to learn how to make this fun Wanderer bracelet. We're going to start out with three 7-inch pieces of 9x6 oval patterned link chain. You can find this on beadplace.net. You can purchase it by the foot or you can get it in the kit. The links are going to be in the description. We're also going to need some size 5 seed beads like this. So what we're going to do is we are going to put a seed bead on every other link, but we're going to switch sides. So we're going to put a seed bead on this side, skip this link, and we're going to put one here. We're going to skip that link, put one here, skip this one, put one here. So I like to work on a surface like a bead mat, something that's going to stop my beads from rolling around. And just dump my beads out, and you can of course put them on in whatever color order you want. So this particular chain is really cool because it's open link chain. The break of the chain is going to be at the top of the link. The tools that we're going to be working with are 2 chain nose pliers. So you're going to hold one of your pliers straight up and down and one sideways. And you are just going to bend the link open like that. Now the first one, it doesn't matter what side you put the jump ring on because we can kind of switch it as we go. But then we're going to really start to pay attention. So now we're going to skip one link and we're going to put the seed bead on this side here. So we're going to rotate the link so that the break is at the top, and we're going to open it up and put a seed bead on. Now you'll notice that it's a little bit more difficult to close it once you have the seed bead on. Just do your best, use the very tip of your pliers and try to avoid cracking the bead. If you do, it's no big deal. Just grab another one and head on to the next one. So notice we're skipping a link now. We're going to then put a bead right over here on this side of this link. So we're going to make sure the break is at the top, and it's not, so we're going to swap it around. And we are going to open the link, put the put the seed bead on, and then close it. So this is what we have so far. Let me see if I can focus a little better. There we go. So I'm going to keep working like this and I'll come back and show you when I have all 3 done. Alright, so I have added beads to every other link on all 3 of my chains. And again, these are 7-inch lengths that we're starting with. Even if you have a bigger or smaller wrist, we probably want to start with 7 inches because when you connect all the chains together, it's going to sit out a little farther on your wrist. So I have a 6-inch wrist, and 7 inches or 7-inch sections of chain work well for me. Whenever you are needing to add length, we're actually going to use jump rings at the end, and that is going to allow us to add length a little bit easier. So in order to actually connect this into a bracelet, what we're going to do is use jump rings to connect all of our sections of chain together. Make sure that your first link is sitting with the bead on the correct side. So see how I can turn this link easily to make sure that the bead is on the right side. We're just going to do that, hook it in a jump ring, do that for the next one, hook it in the jump ring, and the same for the last one. So then what we're going to do is hook the ring side of our toggle into the jump ring and then close it. And I know if you've been watching my videos for a while, you're going to be tired of me demonstrating this, but anytime we're opening and closing a jump ring, we always want to make sure to open and close it in this direction and not this direction. That way you get it closed in the exact same spot. So now we're going to connect all the other guys, or the strands at the other end, but here is where we're going to determine the length. So usually you want to add extra rings to the bar side of your toggle when you're making a bracelet rather than the ring side, and that's going to make it a lot easier for you to get the bracelet on and off. So when we need to add rings, that's where we're going to do it. I'm probably going to just add 2 for this one. I could get by with 1, but I'm just going to do 2 to be safe. So I'm going to make sure that all of these are in the right direction. And this is the tricky part, because these links don't always want to sit right. And the bead will kind of be in the way. So what I normally do is I'll hook through all of them, and then I will go back in and open the link itself rather than kind of hooking through the jump ring. And then that's going to help me kind of just make sure to get them all on there. And then I can adjust them as necessary. So close it. And then what we're going to do is get our other jump ring, open it and close it with the toggle bar on. And then what we can do is choose a charm and a tassel to add to the bracelet. You can definitely add it in the middle of the bracelet. When we did this workshop, we had a lot of people add charms to the middle of the bracelet, and it looked really cute and funky. But what I like to do is showcase all the work that I've done and then put the charm by the ring side. You always want to make sure to put it by the ring side and not the bar side. If you put it in the bar side, it'll get in the way when you're pulling the bar up through the ring. So I'm going to add a jump ring. I'm going to add a charm. I like this little wing charm. And I'm going to hook that into the jump ring that we used to secure all of the chains together. And then I am going to show you guys kind of a bonus. I'm going to show you how to make a tassel that we can add on to the bracelet. All right, and after a quick wardrobe change, I'm going to show you how to make a tassel. So I just have a length of yarn here. You can use anything that you want to do a tassel for this particular bracelet. I would just use kind of like a medium weight, worsted weight yarn that's kind of smooth. But like I said, the kits are going to be on the website, so we'll have a really cool selection for you to choose. You can wrap this around a business card or like a little gift box if you want, but the fastest way to go about it is to just hold it in your hand like this and just wrap it around your 4 fingers here. So wrap it around until almost all the yarn is gone. Then what you're going to do is put a jump ring through it. So you can open your jump ring wide enough that it's going to slip through all of the yarn. And then you can go in and close it. And then I cut all the yarn at the bottom with scissors. And it doesn't have to be super neat because we'll go back in and trim everything. Then we're going to take the tail and use it to secure the tassel. So this is what we have so far. Just a bunch of yarn through the jump ring. We are going to wrap the tail end around the top and tie a square knot. So I have right over left, pull it very tight, left over right, and pull it very tight. Now you can either trim these ends down, or what you can do is just leave them long. And I'm going to trim mine just because I tied it kind of tight and they're sticking out kind of funny. You can add a drop of glue if you need it to the knot. And now what I'm going to do is kind of comb the tassel fringes, just kind of rake them down like this so that they're all sitting nice and pretty. And then hold your fingers at the bottom like this. Then you can go in and give the tassel a haircut. So I like tassels where all of the little ends are one length, but you can trim it however you'd like. And of course, make it the right length for your bracelet. So if you're comfortable rocking a longer tassel like this, go for it. I'm going to cut this just a little bit shorter. So again, I'm going to kind of comb all of the tassel fringes down, hold it at the bottom, and just give it a little bit of a trim. And we have a little tassel. So we're going to use another jump ring now to connect that first jump ring to the bracelet. I like to hang it so that the charms are next to one another. So I just loop it through where we put our first charm and then close it. And we have a finished bracelet. So thanks for watching. You can find all the materials at beadplace.net. We'll have all the materials and the links in the description below. Make sure to subscribe. We post a video at least once a month. And like us on Facebook. We're on Instagram too. Thanks for watching.